serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend their unity and uphold their honor and glory. So help me God. Almighty God, creator and ruler of heaven and earth, we beseech thee to inspire and guide all our counsels and actions, so that I may always walk in the path of justice, love, and charity to one another. Help us with thy grace to do only those things that will promote the unity, peace, happiness, and prosperity of Nigeria. Honorable colleagues, I have examined and approved the votes and proceedings of Tuesday, 19th November 2024. We have some couple of announcements, beginning from the one coming from the office of the Speaker. It is in respect of an invitation to the honorable members on 16 days of activism against gender-based violence and women inclusion, organized by the House of Representatives. The message reads as follows. Honorable members, you are cordially invited to the 16-day activism against gender-based violence and women's inclusion, organized by the House of Representatives, scheduled to commence from November 25th, 2024 to 10th December 2024. Details of the program will be posted on the honorable members' platform for their information. Thank you. The next announcement is coming in respect of students who are here with us to observe our plenary, and the first is coming from HMI Stars Academy. We are coming from HMI building by Christ Apostolic Church, Katampe 1 off Mpapi Road, Abuja. The students of HMI Stars, please can you rise for recognition? Honorable members, can we recognize their presence here, please? You are welcome. Please, you can sit down. We also have a Student Representative Council, the third Parliament 2024-2025 session, Student Union Government of Federal of Auchi Polytechnic Auchi. Please can you also rise up for recognition? Appreciation, please, honorable colleagues. Thank you for your coming. Please, can you sit down? The next set of students are from Our Lady of the Rosary Nursery and Primary School, coming from Church of Annunciation, Parish Compound, Padumat, through Guzape District, FCT Abuja. You are most welcome. Please sit down. The last but not the least is Brookstone International School, Foundation School, Abuja, who are located at number 20 Brookstone Street behind the Capital Hub Shopping Mall and NIPCO filling station of Amadi Bello Way, Mapushi District, Abuja. Please, can we appreciate them? You are most welcome. Please sit down. On a happy note, honorable colleagues, it's my pleasure to notify you that today is Honorable Sally Gabriel Zok birthday. Honorable Zok, as you know, is the member representing Kachia, Kakarko, Federal Constituency of Kaduna State. Is Honorable Zok around? No? So on behalf of the House, we are congratulating you on your birthday. May God continue to bless you. The next item is petitions. Any member with a petition? Do we have any member? Honorable Jesse, is he around? Honorable Izzy.
Thank you, the speaking Speaker of the 10th Assembly, Tajuddin Abbas, PhD, GCON. Revered colleagues, Eze, Nwachukwu Eze is my name. I represent the good people of Ebonyi, Ohaku Federal Constituency, salt of the nation, Ebonyi State. Mr. Speaker, this is a very, very, very heart-touching complaint from a retired service officers of the Nigerian Police Force in my constituency. Mr. Speaker, for more than 2 years, the pensions of these people were stopped without any reason. And just last week, about 2 of them died out of hardship. So they are urging the House, the People's House, to call on the relevant pension institutions to come to their rescue and get the needful done. For them having served meritoriously and retired, there was no whatsoever justification that the entitlement should not be given to them. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I seek the leave of the House to lay this petition. The petition is signed by about 35 of them who were present in their meeting. All other relevant documents as to where the payment stopped is also attached. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Please go ahead. Any more petitions? No? This petition is, you have one? Please go ahead, Honorable Inde.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues. My name is Idem Unyume, member representing Ukanafun, Uruguayan Federal Constituency of Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, this morning I have a petition from Mr. Celestine Williams Ubud. He's a police officer from Nigerian Police Force. Is complaining of non-compliance to promotion and non-payment of benefits and salaries and entitlements. Therefore, he has asked this House to intervene on his behalf and address this injustice meted against him. I want to crave the indulgence of the Speaker and my honorable colleagues to lay this petition while I pray that justice will be done at the end of the day. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Please go ahead. Any more petitions? All petitions are referred to the Committee on Public Petitions for further legislative action. Honorable colleagues, we have some motions begging for your attention, and we start with Honorable Obuku Oforji. If he's around, please can you rise and move your motion. Honorable Oforji.
With profound humility, Mr. Speaker, my revered colleague, Oforji Abosis Obuku is my name, representing Yenegwa Kolokmo Pokma Federal Constituency. By the grace of God, I'm from Bayelsa State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to move a motion of urgent public importance, calling on the federal government to, as a matter of urgency, address the flood disaster in Biseni community in Yenegwa local government area of Bayelsa State. Mr. Speaker, with the leave of Mr. Speaker and honorable member, I so move.
Any seconder to the first leg? Honorable Jaha, will you want to second? Yes. After indicating the subject matter, of course. That's the only small condition I'm given. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. I'm Ejah Hababao, Chief of Dambuwa Goza Federal Constituency. I rise to second a motion ably moved by my colleague. I so second. Thank you, sir.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion, Honorable Mohammed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished honorable colleague, my name is Honorable Mohammed Ang Abashehu, member representing Zaki Federal Constituency from Bauchi State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion heavily moved by my colleague that this motion is urgent enough to be considered. Thank you, sir.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Laforji, please proceed.
The Right Honorable Mr. Speaker, my revered colleagues, Ofoji Abosis Boboku is my name, representing Nyenegwa Kolokmo Pokuma Federal Constituency and from Bayelsa State. The Speaker of the House notes that Bisoni community in Nyenegwa local government area of Bayelsa State is made up of 13 communities, which are often hit at every rainy season. The area is a home for farmers and fishermen, but due to severe impact of flooding, residents are struggling to sustain their livelihood with home and farm submerged. Also note that Bisoni community as an oil-producing community, because of the oil exploration by Shell Development Company and Egypt North, has contributed immensely to the economic development of this country and therefore deserve better. Further note that I was personally on ground to witness firsthand the devastating effect of flood to the community on Saturday, the 16th of November 2024, where I donated relief material and catch. Majority of the residents have been rendered homeless, businesses and farms destroyed, resulting in people abandoning submerged homes, moving to a refugee camp. As we speak, the community is not accessible by road, as the road network has been totally submerged and boats are used to access various parts of the community. I is aware that the major cause of this perennial flood disaster is the overflowing water from the river Niger, Orachi River, River Non, and the Taylor Creek, because the river bank is filled with sand. As concerned that the federal government should immediately commence the dredging of River Niger, Orachi River, River Non, and Taylor Creek. And the dredged sand can be used in some filling to create an alternative camp for refugees during the rainy season. I commend the Bayelsa State government for its swift response to emergency in terms of donation of relief material and cash to the community. Similarly, I also appreciate the effort of the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, for its intervention in providing relief material to the community too. Mr. Speaker, the House resolve urge the federal government through the Federal Ministry of Environment to urgently commence the dredging of River Niger, Orachi River, River Non, and Taylor Creek to reduce future flooding of Bisoni community in Yenegwa local government area of Bayelsa State. Mr. Speaker, my colleagues, I so move.
Any seconder? Yes, Doctor.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, thank you and good morning. I'm Honorable Dr. Wale Ahmed. I represent Agege Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Lagos State. I rise to second the motion as moved by my colleague. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Environment for further legislative action. The next motion is coming from Honorable Ahmed Sani Mohammed, member representing Bakura Maradun Federal Constituency of Zamfara State. Honorable Ahmed, please can you rise and move your motion?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My name is Muhammad Ahmad Sani, member representing the very good people of Bokuru Murad and Federal Constituency. Now I'm from Zamfara State, Mr. Speaker. I rise this morning under Order 8, Rule 5 to seek the leave of the House to kindly suspend its rules in order for me to move this very important motion titled Urgent Need to Investigate the Non-Release of the 50% deduction and other funds by Federal Ministry of Finance to the Shippers Council, as it is indeed a matter of great urgency. So move.
Any seconder to the first leg of the motion? Any seconder? Honorable Jesse.
Thank you, the People's Speaker and distinguished colleagues. My name is Barrister Jesse Okejo Onakals. Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, I represent the Nigerians, especially the habits of Lagos. I rise this morning to second the motion of reduction of give account of 50% in respect of sports-related issues that have been moved. That is urgent enough to be heard this morning. I so move second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion, Honorable Gombe.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I am Honorable Abdullah El Rashid, member representing Dukuna Fada Federal Constituency from Gombe State. I rise to second the second leg of this motion. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Ahmad, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The House notes that the headquarters of Nigeria Shippers Council is in critical condition due to structural and technical damages. The building is at risk of imminent collapse, posing a significant danger to staff and visitors. This situation is a potential national disaster in waiting. Concerned that the building's integrity is compromised with a leaking roof that allows water to seep into the upper floors during rainfall, this worsens the structural damages and makes the environment uninhabitable and hazardous. Worried that the Nigeria Shippers Council is classified as a revenue-generating agency, placing it in the same category as other such agencies, even though they are not. Further notes that the misclassification has resulted in inadequate budgetary allocations, leaving the council unable to meet its operational and financial obligations. Aware that the Federal Ministry of Finance deducted 50% of council's account balance in December 2023 under the provisions of the 2021 Finance Act, while similar deductions from other agencies have been refunded, the Nigeria Shippers Council has not received its refund. Concerned that the Federal Ministry of Finance has been slow and inconsistent in releasing the 2% portion of the 7% port development levies surcharge allocated to the Council, resulting in delayed and insufficient funding. Worried that the non-release and delayed release of funds have caused significant operational challenges for the Council, including an inability to pay salaries and retirees' entitlements, leading to undue hardship for staff and retirees. The House therefore resolves to direct the Central Bank of Nigeria and Federal Ministry of Finance to immediately refund the 50% deduction from the Nigeria Shippers Council's account. Mandate the Federal Ministry of Finance to release all outstanding 2% port development levy surcharge funds owed to the Nigeria Shippers Council. And finally, direct committees on finance, shipping services, and public accounts to ensure compliance. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Deputy Chair, Youth.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain Honorable Abdullah Azugorzo, member representing the good people of Gorzo and Cabo Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Kano State. I stand this morning to support the motion ably moved by Honorable Abbe Rima. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to committees on finance, regulatory, banking, shippers council, and public account for further legislative action. Honorable colleagues, it's my pleasure to announce that one of our members has also been accorded the prestigious title of a doctor, honorary doctoral degree. I will simply read the message so that you at least understand the kind of honor that has been bestowed on one of our own. The letter is coming from Honorable Asuaju Adeboyega Adefarati, the Chairman, House Committee on Labor, Employment, and Productivity. And the message of the letter, the subject matter is notification of award of honorary doctoral degree. He said, I'm writing to notify the House that I've been awarded an honorary doctoral degree, honoris causa, in political science from Adekunle Ajasin University, Akungba, Akoko, Ondo State, in recognition of my contributions as a legislator and community leader. The degree will be conferred at the 13th convocation ceremony on December 14th, 2024 at 10 a.m. I'm immensely grateful for the support from you and all members of the House, and I hope this honor inspires us to continue striving for excellence in our roles. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to representing our values at the upcoming ceremony. Warm regards, signed, Honorable Adeboyega Adefarati. Honorable, please, can you stand up for recognition? Congratulations on behalf of the House. And members, please let me send a very stark warning that with this announcement, anyone who does not address Honorable Adefarati as doctor will be sanctioned by this House. Please let us take note of that. Honorable members, the first business of the day is presentation of 23 bills. I now invite the clerk to read their short titles.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, National Social Investment
Honorable Isosa, kindly be seated, please. Honorable Wale from Lagos. Raji Wale, kindly have your seat. An authority of the acting chief whip. Honorable Abdul Rashid Gombe, this is not a caucus for Gombe's discussions, please. Kindly sit down.
Hello?
The second business of the day is presentation of two reports of the Committee on Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring. Standing in the name of Honorable Boma Goded, Honorable Akintunji on behalf of the committee is invited to present the reports.
Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, Olatunji Akinyos is my name. I'm an engineer and a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. I represent the industrious people of Ado-Oduota Federal Constituency, and I seek the leave of the House, sir, to present these two reports together. The first one is a bill for an act to enact the Nigerian Content Development Bill to establish the Nigerian Content Non-Oil Sector Development Council and to provide for programs, structures for the use of Nigerian expertise, made in Nigerian goods, services, economics diversification, and for related matters. The second one is a bill for an act to repeal the Nigerian Oil and Gas Content, Act number 2, 2010, and to enact the Nigerian Oil and Gas Content Act to establish the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board and to provide for legal framework, structures, and programs for the strengthening of the Nigerian content in the Nigerian oil and gas industry for related matters. Mr. Speaker, I seek your leave and that of my esteemed colleagues to lay this report, sir.
Any seconder? Yes, Honorable. Go ahead.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
respected members of the House. My name is Honorable Abdul Hakim Kamilado, representing Udil Garko Federal Constituency, Kano State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion ably moved by honorable colleague. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Please go ahead and lay your report. The third business of the day is presentation of a report of the Committee on Specialty Healthcare on a bill for an act to amend the Orthopedic Hospitals Management Board Act, CAP 010, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to provide for establishment of Orthopedic Hospital Plenary, Gombe State, to be affiliated to Federal Teaching Hospital Gombe and for related matters, standing in the name of Honorable Alex Ibona. Honorable members recall that the bill was referred to the committee on Wednesday, 17 July 2024. The report is ready for presentation. Honorable Jonathan Gaza is invited to present the report on behalf of the chairman.
The Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Gaza Jonathan Befi, and I represent the people of Karu, Kefi, and Kokona Federal Constituency of Nasarawa State. Right Honorable Speaker, I plead the lead of the House since I have the following two reports to lay, that I just take all three of them at once, if it so pleases the House.
Which are the two bills?
The next two reports, items 4 and 5, are equally my reports.
No, but let's do it because they are coming from different committees.
Okay, as the chair pleases. Yeah. I rise to lay the report of the Committee on Specialty Healthcare on a bill for an act to amend the Orthopedic Hospitals Management Board Act, CAP 010, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to provide for the establishment of Orthopedic Hospital Plenary, Gombe State, to be affiliated to Federal Teaching Hospital Gombe and for other related matters under HB 1277. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Is it Honorable Garba? Your brother from the same state is going to help you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am Right Honorable Ino Garba, member representing Yamatu Deba Federal Constituency. I am from Gombe State, Mr. Speaker. I rise this morning to support the presentation of this document, which we all consider and refer it as very, very important to the health sector, not only in Iliri, Gombe State, but Nigerians at large. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Jonathan, please proceed.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, the Patawa Garkwa of Karu. My esteemed colleagues.
I have not gone to the fort, just lay the report of this particular.
I beg your pardon. Let me not forget your report.
Honorable colleagues, the fourth business of the day is presentation of two reports of the Committees on Solid Minerals Development, National Security and Intelligence, IMI, Police Affairs, Interior and Legislative Compliance. Standing in the name of Honorable Gaza Jonathan Befi, Honorable Befi is hereby invited to present the report.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Gaza Jonathan Befi, and if it pleases the House, I move to lay two reports. One is the report to investigate illegal mining in Nigeria. And the second one, which is a slight mistake in the order paper, is a report to investigate arbitrary increase in price of cement in Nigeria. I beg the leave of the House to lay these two reports.
Any seconder, Honorable Ali Jesse. Honorable Ali Jesse, since you are eager to second, you have the floor.
Very much, Mr. Speaker of the masses. I remain the Right Honorable Ali Issa JC PhD, representing Balanga Billiri Federal Constituency. I am from Gombe State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second that the House do receive the report submitted by, about to be submitted by our own leader, Right Honorable Gaza Befi Jonathan. Thank you. I do second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Honorable Gaza, please proceed and lay your report. Honorable colleagues, the first order of the day is consolidation of two bills. Honorable members may wish to note that the bills are on the same subject matter. I now invite the Chairman Committee on Rules and Business to move that the bills be consolidated.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Before you proceed, Honorable Jimmy Benson, please can you go back to your seat? You are disturbing Honorable Isiaka. Please proceed, Chair.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Francis Ejirogene Waives, my name, and I represent the entire people of Ugele North, Ugele South, and Udu. I am from Delta State. I rise this beautiful morning to move for the consolidation of two bills. That Order 12 Rule 15 gives the committee the permission to consolidate bills that are on the same subject matter. The first one is a bill for an act to amend the National Office of Technology Acquisition and Promotion Act to change the use of the word national interest to public benefit and to increase the period provided for a term of contract as prerequisite for registration of the document under this act from 10 to 20 years and for related matters, HB 1788, and a bill for an act to amend the National Office of Technology Acquisition and Promotion Act, CAP N62, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to strengthen the capacity of the National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion to monitor on a continual basis the transfer of foreign technology to Nigeria and to encourage, regulate, commercialize inventions, innovations, and research and development resource more effectively and ensure enhancements and diversified representation in its governance for broader sectorial coverage and for related matters, HB 1847. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Honorable Izzy, you have spoken, so let's get somebody. Deputy Chair, Environment.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. My name remains Honorable Tese Ubo. I represent Kwande Ushongo Federal Constituency of Benue State. I move that this proposal to consolidate these bills be so received. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Honorable, please proceed.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. The order 12 through 15 provides that on the same subject matter may be consolidated for second reading. And that's what the committee has done now. So
Yes, so just please go ahead and schedule a date for the commencement of debate on the general principles of the bills now.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
You're welcome. The second order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Cap C-23, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to provide voting rights for Nigerians in diaspora and for related matters, standing in the names of Honorable Abbas Tajuddin and Honorable Sadiq Ango Abdullahi. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Thursday, 18 July 2024. I now invite Honorable Sadiq to move that the bill be read a second time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Sadiq Ango Abdullahi, member representing Sabangari Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that a bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Cap C-23, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, to provide voting rights for Nigerians in diaspora and related matters, HB 1530. I so move. To be read for the second time, I so move.
Any seconder? Honorable Cyril.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Hart Cyril Godwin. I represent the fabulous people of Boni Degema Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from River State. I rise to second the motion that the bill be read the second time. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. I think this bill is a straightforward one, since it is going to constitutional review for further legislative input. So with your kind permission, we'll just put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Cap C-23, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, provide voting rights for Nigerians in diaspora and for related matters. Second reading.
Bill referred to the committee. The general principles of a bill for an act to amend the Federal High Court Act, Cap F-12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004 as amended, to provide for increase in the number of justices of the court, to provide for retention of revenue generated by the court and for related matters, standing in the names of Honorable Benjamin Okezi Kalu and 7 other honorable members. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 23 July 2024. I'll now invite Honorable Kalu to move that the bill be read the second time.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Speaker of the 10th Assembly. Honorable colleagues, my name is Benjamin Okeze Kalu. I represent the people of Nigeria, starting from Bende Federal Constituency. I'm from Abia State, Mr. Speaker. This morning I rise to move that this bill be stepped down for further legislative action. And I pray that the House so oblige me, because I notice there is an error in the titling of the bill. We can work on it and bring it back. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Bill stepped down by the leave of the House. The fourth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to establish Federal College of Nursing and Midwifery, Kaugama, Jigawa State, to provide training and research in general nursing, midwifery, and other specialties of nursing and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Abubakar Maiki Eleman, honorable members recall that the bill was read the first time on Thursday, 10th October 2024. I now invite Honorable Eleman to move that the bill be read a second time.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, GSON, my honorable colleagues. I rise to move for a bill for an act to establish Federal College of Nursing and Midwifery in Kaugama Town, Kaugama Local Government, Jigawa State, to provide training and research in general nursing, midwifery, and other specialties of nursing as for related matters, HB 1792, to be read for the second time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder?
Honorable Sadiq Ango Abdullahi and Honorable Hamid Wale Agege, kindly sit down, please.
Honorable Jimmy Benson.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, a man of peace, a man of justice, a great ambassador of Nigeria to North Africa. Honorable colleagues, North Africa. A great ambassador of Nigeria to North Africa. I remain Baba Jimmy Benson, representing the very good people of the Ikorodu Federal Constituency. I rise today to second the motion, ably moved by Maki, Magnificent Maki, my former deputy. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is it. Honorable colleagues, this is an establishment bill. I don't think if it requires any debate, so with your kind permission, we'll just go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to establish Federal College of Nursing and Midwifery, Kaugama, Jigawa State, to provide training and research in general nursing and midwifery and other specialties of nursing and for related matters. Second reading.
Bill referred to the Committee on Health Institutions for further legislative action. Before we go through the next item, I forgot to announce the presence of students from Mewar International University, Nigeria, who are here with us to observe our proceedings. They are coming from kilometer 21 Abuja Kefi Road, Masaka, Nasarawa State, Nigeria. Please, students of Mewar International, if you are still around, can you rise up for recognition? You are most welcome. Please sit down. Honorable colleagues, the fifth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to establish Federal College of Entrepreneurship and Skill Acquisition, Ilela, Sokoto State, to provide full-time courses, teaching instructions and training in technology, applied science, arts, social sciences, humanities, and management, and for related matters, standing in the name of Honorable Isabel Ambarura. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Thursday, 16 November 2023. And I invite Honorable Ambarura to move that the bill be read a second time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My respected colleagues, I am Honorable Belisa Ambarura. I represent the people of Ilela and Godaba Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Sokoto State. Mr. Speaker, my respected colleagues, I rise up to move the motion that for a bill of an act to establish Federal College of Entrepreneurships and Skill Acquisition in Ilela, Sokoto State, to provide a full-time course teaching instruction and training in technology, applied science, art, social science, humanities, and management, and for related matters, HB 92, to be read for the second time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Galambi, would you want to second?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Yusuf Shitu Galambi. I represent Gwaram Federal Constituency from Jigawa State. Mr. Speaker, I second the motion as ably moved by the Deputy Chairman, Roads and Business. Mr. Speaker, I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Again, honorable colleagues, this is again another establishment bill, which I believe does not require any debates. So with your kind permission, we'll just go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to establish Federal College of Entrepreneurship and Skills Acquisition in Lela, Sokoto State, provide full-time courses, teaching, instruction, and training in technology, applied science, arts, social sciences, humanities, and management, and for related matters. Second reading.
Bill referred to the Committee on Federal Polytechnics and Higher Technical Education for further legislative action. The sixth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to provide for establishment of Federal College of Education Technical Ile-Ife, Osun State, and for related matters, standing in the name of Honorable Ajilisoro Taufik Abimbola. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Wednesday, 2nd October 2024. I now invite Honorable Ajilisoro to move that the bill be read a second time. Is he around? No? Bill stepped down by the leave of the House. The seventh order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to amend the Federal Colleges of Education Act number 43, 2023, to establish Federal College of Education Technical, Ogute Opela, Edo State, and for related matters, standing in the name of Honorable Dekeri Sunday Anamero. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Thursday, 16th November 2023. And I invite Honorable Anamero to move that the bill be read a second time. Honorable Dekeri.
Profound respect, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues. My name is Anamero Dekeri. I am representing Nigeria, starting from Esako Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise this afternoon to present a bill for the establishment of Federal College of Education Technical, for the amendment of Federal College of Education Technical Establishment Bill Act number 43-2023 to establish Federal College of Education Technical Ogute Opela, Edo State, and for related matter, HB 912, be read the second time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues.
Any seconder? Honorable Kafilat, we have not heard your voice for quite a while. I'm sure it will please members to hear your voice today.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker. My name is Kafilat Ogbara. I represent Koshofe Federal Constituency. I'm from Lagos State, the Center of Excellence. I rise this morning to second the motion that the bill be read.
Are you sure it is morning?
Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Again, this is an establishment bill. With your kind permission, we'll put the question straight away. Those in support of this motion should say aye. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, a bill for an act to amend Federal College of Education Act number 43, 2023 to establish Federal College of Education Technical, Ogute Opela, Edo State, and for related matters, second reading.
Bill referred to the Committee on Federal Colleges of Education for further legislative action. The eighth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to assure adequate funding for mineral resources exploration and extraction through public-private partnership and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Larry Okulola, honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Wednesday, 26 July 2023. I now invite Honorable Larry to move that the bill be read a second time. Is Honorable Larry around?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, a bill for an act to assure adequate funding for mineral resource exploration and extraction through public-private partnership and for related matters be read the second time. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Any seconder? Honorable Joseph.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain Honorable Engineer Joseph Folorusho Adegbeson, representing Ijebu North, Ijebu East, Ogun, Waterside Federal Constituency. I rise this afternoon to second the motion that we bill for an act to assure adequate funding for mineral resources exploration and extraction through public.
Leader of the youth.
And for related
Why
matter,
are you so excited?
Be read for second time. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Again, I think the sponsor of this bill, do you want to say a word or two? Because it is a topic probably that members will need to hear a little more for them to make up their mind.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Architect Larry Okulola. I represent the wonderful people of Surulere 2 Federal Constituency. I am from Lagos State. Mr. Speaker, thank you for giving me the opportunity to lead the debate on an act to assure adequate funding for mineral resource exploration, extraction through public-private partnership and for related matters. Mr. Speaker, this is a critical piece of legislation designed to transform Nigeria's mining sector through enhanced funding, strategic public-private collaboration, and adhering to best international practice in mineral resource exploration and extraction. The aim of this bill is to ensure that our mining sector reach its full potential, creating jobs and fostering economic growth and strengthening our country's self-sufficiency in mineral resource. Mr. Speaker, the objective of this bill is to bring the private sector expertise and for effective and efficient mineral resource industry. Clearly, this is outlined in the bill. While the extraction of Nigerian abundant mineral resource through partnership between the public and private sector, this approach will reduce our dependency on oil and diversify the economy in making sure that the mining sector is both driven locally and internationally. There are provisions where the MPP bill established the coordination whereby we will now have to have what I call the Technical Management and Advisory Council. This council will comprise of experts in diverse fields that will support the program. Their main essence is to do the mapping, the annual mapping of the mineral areas, determine the necessary funding, and ensure
mining rehabilitation too. The oversight will be carried out as duly explained on the bill. Mr. Speaker, I want to say that in conclusion, that the Mining Public-Private Partnership Bill 2023 is an essential legislative framework that will help to lay a foundation for a prosperous and sustainable mining sector in Nigeria. It represents a bold step towards realizing our mineral potentials, stimulating our economic development, and achieving a national aspiration. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I ask that this bill be supported. Thank you. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Jaha, but before you respond, please, I would want to ask Honorable Akala Ashagaya to explain to this House why they were so excited when they saw Honorable Bichi coming in. What's so special? You have to put it in writing so that we can inform the House.
Because he has been taking care of the youths.
Honorable Jaha, please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, Ameja Hababao, Chibok Dambo goes a federal constituency. I actually rise to appreciate and commend the sponsor of the bill to have a PPP arrangement in tapping, exploring, and extracting our mineral resources in this country. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, you will agree with me that the untapped mineral resources in Nigeria is almost to the tune of more than 80%, as can be testified by the Chairman Mineral Resources, Honorable Jonathan Gaza. Honorable members, by design, government is not designed to do any business. It has been a practice all over the world that private companies or private partnership works, particularly in tapping the untapped mineral resources all over the world. In other words, the private sector may have the skills, the know-how, and everything to tap the mineral resources, but it may not have the financial resources to do that. And at the end of the period, by the time you have a PPP arrangement, you realize that each and every resources all over the country will be tapped to the highest order or to the maximum level. So this is a very important bill, and we call on honorable members to contribute positively to the bill because it's going to increase our productivity as well as revenue generation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, honorable colleague. Honorable Tijani, do you want to second or you want to contribute? Pardon? Okay, please make it brief.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My respected colleagues, I remain Tijani Kayode Ismail, representing group people of Ifelodun of our new federal constituency of Kwara State. Mr. Speaker, this bill is timely and is as important as we passing it now. Mining industry, we had much value to our economy. Mr. Speaker, this bill in Zimbabwe, there is an arrangement like this. We can as well do better because we have abundant mineral resources lying fallow, untapped. And if my distinguished colleagues support this bill, it will help our economy at large. I so submit, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. So we get a seconder to this bill, Honorable Shetima.
Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable colleagues, I remain Lawan Shetima Ali, representing Bursari Gaida Municipal Constituency. I rise to second the motion, the bill to be read. I so second, sir.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to assure adequate funding for mineral resources exploration and extraction through public-private partnership and for related matters. Second reading.
Bill referred to the Committee on Solid Minerals Development for further legislative action. Honorable Ali JC, the leader of the House has employed me to congratulate you. To congratulate you for coming to our own side. Why are you moving? Please go and continue sitting there now. You were so quick in leaving. I thought it's a very comfortable seat for you. Oh, really? You don't need extra hands? No, please. I think it will be better because he has already identified himself with us. That would be a big honor. Honorable colleagues, the ninth order of the day is a motion on outstanding bills from preceding assembly, standing in the name of Honorable Francis E. Waive. Honorable Waive is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Francis A. Jirogane Waive is my name. I represent the entire people of Ugele North, Ugele South, and Udu. I'm from Delta State. I rise to move for the outstanding bills from previous assemblies to be reconsidered in this 10th assembly. First of which is the Merchant Shipping Act Amendment Bill 2024, HB 1592, Coastal and Inland Shipping Cabotage Act Amendment Bill 2024, HB 1593, Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency Bill 2024, HB 1594, Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2024, HB 1855, and Federal University Bureau Kebbi State Establishment Bill 2024, HB 1780. The House notes that pursuant to Order 12 through 17 of the standing orders, the House may, upon being re-gazetted or circulated, reconsider in the Committee of the Whole without commencing de novo the bills, whose report was presented by the committee before consideration, passed by the House and forwarded to the Senate for concurrence, for which no concurrence was made or negative, passed by the Senate and forwarded to the House, for which no concurrence was made or negative, or passed by the preceding assembly and forwarded to Mr. President for assent, but for which assent or withholding thereof was not communicated before the end of the term of the preceding assembly. The House also notes that the aforementioned bills were passed by the preceding assembly and forwarded to the President for assent, but for which assent or withholding thereof was not communicated before the end of the term of the last assembly. Aware that the bills were read for the first time as HB 1592, 1593, 1594, 1855, and 1780 respectively, the House resolves to recommit the bills to the Committee of the Whole for consideration. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Honorable, please go ahead. I cannot see the face properly.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Akoni Clement Ademola. I represent the people of Boluwaduro, Ifedayo, Ila Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Osun State. I stand to second the motion as moved by the Chairman of Rules and Business. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. The bills are referred to the Committee of the Whole for further legislative action. The 10th order of the day is a motion on the need to implement verifiable documentation of point-of-sale users and fund recipients' identities in Nigeria, standing in the name of Honorable John Okafor. Honorable Okafor is hereby invited to move the motion. Honorable Okafor? Is he around? No? The motion is stepped down by the leave of the House. The 11th order of the day is a motion on breaches and other infractions of some federal government institutions on insurance and actuarial matters using forensic audit. Standing in the name of Honorable Sulema Abubakar Gumi, Honorable Gumi is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleagues. I am Dr. Suleiman Abubakar Gumi. I represent the good people of Gumi, Bukuyum Federal Constituency from Zamfara State. Mr. Speaker, I stand to move a motion that seeks to address breaches and other infractions of some federal government institutions on insurance and actuarial matters using forensic audit. The House notes that Section 88 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, is not restrictive of any method or approach within the confines of the law for committees to carry out oversight functions. Also note that while the conventional insurance is struggling with outdated insurance laws, there is a dearth of professional loss adjusters and irregular payment of loss adjusters fee, non-remittance of premium, especially to insurance, lack of innovation, inconsistent government policies, lack of cooperation within the insurance industry, and poor governance issues in the industry, weak regulatory bodies as a result of moribund laws, low market penetration, and lack of trust from the insuring public. The deposit insurance suffers from ineffective supervision, leading to the failure of many banks, especially microfinance banks, challenges related to asset disposal, inadequate legal and regulatory framework, failure to collaborate effectively with CBN and AMCON to secure financial stability in the Nigerian economy, and the cumbersome process of failure, resolution, and reimbursement of depositors. Aware that over $1 billion that should have been remitted in Nigeria, if all insurance practitioners are given the option of the right of the first refusal, is being taken abroad, which affects the nation's economy, thereby always weakening our insurance sector and depleting our foreign reserve. Also aware that these breaches and infractions have given rise to excessive cession and retrocession of businesses in breach of the Local Content Act to the extent that 90% of the risk of some federal government organizations are placed outside the country. Concerned that non-transparency and the lack of accountability in insurance practice in Nigeria today have resulted in over 30 billion naira unsettled claims in the group life insurance of the Nigerian Police Force, Head of Service, and Ministry of Defense because of no actuarial valuation, no gap analysis, and non-compliance with Section 57 of the Insurance Act 2023 and Section 4, subsection 5 of the Pension Reform Act 2014, among other factors. Also concerned that the resultant effect of the above has led millions of families of the deceased federal government personnel that are the beneficiaries left suffering because they were not paid the entitlements of their breadwinners. When paid, in some cases, unallowed deductions are made, thereby shortchanging them. Also worried that there are huge unsettled life claims in Nigeria due to the fact that the premiums meant for payment were suspected to have been squandered by some insurance companies and a few individuals, and it's also a forensic auditors that will unravel, it's only forensic auditors that will unravel this. Resolved to mandate the Committee on Insurance and Actuarial Matters to conduct an investigation using forensic auditors where necessary and report within 4 weeks for further legislative action. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Maki.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, GCON, my honorable colleagues. I rise to second the motion heavily moved by my honorable colleagues, the Chairman, Northwest. I so second. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Insurance and Actuarial Matters for further legislative action. The 12th order of the day is a motion on inclusion of Odukpani Itu Road project in the 2025 budget estimates, standing in the name of Honorable Oyime Idem and 18 other honorable members. Honorable Idem is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished colleagues, my name is Idem Unyime, member representing Okanafun, Orowanam Federal Constituency of Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this afternoon to move for inclusion of Odukbani Itu Road project in the 2025 budget estimates. Mr. Speaker, this motion is jointly sponsored by 19 members of Akwa Ibom and Cross River State caucuses. The House notes that Odukbani Itu Road is crucial for the economic development of Cross River and Akwa Ibom communities, the South-South region, and the nation at large, as it serves as the primary route for transportation of goods and services, including construction materials and farm produce, and evacuation of imported goods from the northern part of the country, especially Benue and Nasarawa states, to other parts of the country in the south. Worried that the current deplorable state of the roads, spanning over 20 years since its construction in 1975, has resulted in economic loss and untold hardship for commuters in Akwa Ibom State and Cross River State.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done. It's the mic. Okay.
From there.
Okay, from here. No.
Honorable Tijani Kayode from Kwara, kindly take your seat.
It appears, Honorable Idem, you have enemies of progress here. Thank you.
Okay, it's working now. Okay. 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 Worried that the current deplorable state of the roads, spanning over 20 years since its construction in 1975, has resulted in economic loss and untold hardship for commuters in Akwa Ibom State and Cross River State. Aware that the 83.3 kilometers of the federal highway was awarded in 2021 in tranches to Julius Berger, Sematec, and CCECC companies, respectively, for reconstruction, but the road has remained uncompleted till date. Also worried about the man-hours wasted while plying the road due to obstruction from broken down trucks and ravaging gully erosion on the highway, the consequences of which are daily loss of agricultural, economic, and industrial activities and human lives, cumulatively as estimated by the National Bureau of Statistics and Federal Ministry of Works at 1.4 billion naira annually. Concerned about the plight of the people of Okanafun, Orowanam Federal Constituency, and the funding gap that has exacerbated the road infrastructure, thus delaying the completion of the road. Cognizance of the need to make provision to include the construction of the Odukbani-Itu Road project in the 2025 budget estimates. The House resolved to urge the Federal Ministry of Budgets and National Planning to ensure the inclusion of Odukbani-Itu Federal Highway construction in the 2025 budget estimates. 2, mandate the committees on national planning and economic development, appropriation, finance, and works to ensure compliance and adequate budgetary provision. And also mandate the committees on public procurement and works to investigate the abandonment of Odukbani/Itu Road project, which was awarded in tranches to Julius Berger, Sematec, and CCECC in 2021. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I so move.
Any seconder? As Marquez said.
Thank you, the People's Speaker, a great stabilizer, a man of peace, GCON. Mark Eset is my name, speaking for the people of Uyo who ran in Sedatai and Ibesiposita Federal Constituency. The Speaker, I'm a proud son of Akwa Ibom State. I rise this morning to second motion for this life-saving, people-centered motion as moved by my colleague. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. This motion is referred to the Committees on Public Procurement, Works, Appropriation, Finance, and National Planning for further legislative action. The 13th order of the day is a motion on the need to increase funding and annual budgetary allocation to federal polytechnics to address issues besetting the institutions, standing in the name of Honorable Dalaji Suleiman Agwe and Honorable Salman Idris. Honorable Idris is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the People's Speaker. I am Salman Idris. I represent Kababunu Ijumu Federal Constituency of Kogi State. I rise today to move a motion on the need to increase funding and annual budgetary allocation to the federal polytechnics to address issues besetting the institution. The House notes that the polytechnics were established through legislation by the 6th National Assembly of the Federal Republic under the Federal Polytechnic Act as amended. The House also notes that polytechnics are technical institutions offering post-secondary technical education programs leading to the award of diplomas, certificates, such as the National Diploma and the Higher National Diploma HND. The House further notes that currently there are a total number of 37 federal polytechnics in Nigeria. The House is aware that polytechnic education was essentially introduced into the country to produce middle-level manpower and technical skills in engineering and technology, provide high-skilled technical knowledge to give training and impact necessary skills for the production of technicians, technologists, and other skilled personnel. The House is concerned that despite rapid expansion and changes in the world of technology, polytechnic education is yet to be accorded due recognition in the country. Also concerned that most of the institutions are faced with multifaceted challenges, such as lack of training facilities, inadequate qualified human resources, obsolete laboratories and workshops for practical activities, outdated curriculum that is devoid of 21st century skills requirements, amongst others. The House is disturbed that despite the number of polytechnics in Nigeria, with years of histories, technical jobs across several sectors, especially oil and gas, as well as marine sectors, are not manned by Nigerians as a result of skill gap from graduates of polytechnics. The House is worried about this inadequate funding of federal polytechnics in Nigeria, as some are being converted into universities, while in countries like China, they have taken drastic steps to convert 600 universities to polytechnics. The House is informed that funding of polytechnic education will help bolster the country's technological development and reduce heavy importation and dependency, bringing growth and development that developed countries having attained in different sectors of global economy due to technological advancement. Cognizant that polytechnics are the backbone of our technical education system and IT, in order to meet the evolving demands of our economy, we must significantly increase our investment in polytechnic education. The House thus resolves to urge the Ministry of Education to increase the funding
Honorable Aminu Jamu, can you sit properly,
federal
please?
polytechnics in Nigeria. The House also resolved to mandate the Committee on Federal Polytechnics and Higher Technical Education, Finance and Appropriation to increase budgetary allocation to federal polytechnics in Nigeria in the 2025 budget estimate. The House also resolves to mandate the Committee on Legislative Compliance to ensure compliance. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Is it Honorable Idu there?
Go on, sir.
Okay, Honorable, go ahead.
I represent Basa Dekina Federal Constituency. I am from Kogi State, Mr. Speaker. I rise this day to second the motion, jointly moved by my colleagues. Mr. Speaker, I so second.
Honorable Mark Esset, kindly stop disturbing the only female professor in the chamber. Honorable Zakaria Dauda Yampa, kindly sit down, please.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committees on Federal Polytechnics and Higher Technical Education, Finance, Appropriation, and Legislative Compliance for further legislative action. Honorable colleagues, the 14th order of the day is a motion on the need to address the activities of distribution companies, discourse in Nigeria, standing in the name of Honorable Ibrahim Ayokule Isiaka. Honorable Isiaka is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you very much. Our own quintessential speaker with substantial values, distinguished honorable colleagues. I'm Right Honorable Dr. Ibrahim Ayokunle Isiaka. I speak for the entire Nigerians, especially the tone of this very motion. But I have a source. I am from the Iwikoro Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues, I'm from the fastest growing economic state in Nigeria. I'm from Ogun State. Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues, you'll be pleased to note what the House is talking about need to address activities of the distribution companies, the DISCOs, in Nigeria. The House notes activities of distribution companies as the DISCOs in the country and their recent actions, which is posing a threat to economic stability and welfare of the Nigerian populace. Also notes that Nigerian consumers paid for electricity meters and installations, but these schools now demanding additional payment for replacement of the same meters under dubious pretenses, undermining consumer trust and exacerbating financial.
Order, please. Members of Borno Caucus, please maintain orderliness. I can see why Orubujaha is unable to take control. You could have used your own campaign voice.
Worried that consumers are being coerced into paying for meters which they have earlier financed, causing financial strain on households and businesses already facing economic challenges now. The House is also worried about the sabotage of economic development by discos, where essential services are used against citizens intended to serve, thereby stifling growth and development. The House is also concerned that despite constant regulatory oversight and demand for accountability by the committees that are oversighting discos, power and others, discos remain recalcitrant in operating with impunity and disregard for consumer rights. The House recognizes that the discos' actions pose a significant threat to Nigeria's economic stability and welfare of citizens. Cognizant of the need to stand against injustices and to prioritize our constituents' needs and rights, this noble House, under your leadership, Mr. Speaker, resolves to, 1, urge the Federal Ministry of Power to declare discos as non-state actors and take immediate measures to address their reckless actions threatening the nation's economy. 2, also urge discos to undergo recapitalization of not less than 500 billion naira, and only those with the required financial muscles should be allowed to operate, and when they satisfy this requirement. 3, mandate the Committee on Power to investigate the activities of the distribution companies, DISCOs, in Nigeria with intent to hold them accountable and safeguard consumer rights. Examine the implementation of the stricter regulations governing the operations of DISCOs to ensure transparency and fairness in dealings with consumers. Finally, the House is urged to activate public awareness campaigns and initiatives to educate consumers about their rights and the proper channels for addressing grievances related to electricity services, and report within 4 weeks for further legislative action. I so submit, Mr. Speaker, my very dearest distinguished honorable colleagues. Thank you.
Suleja.
Thank you, the People's Speaker. Honorable colleagues,
Is Honorable Zainab Gimba around?
And I'm speaking.
Please approach the chair if you're around, please.
I'm speaking for the people of Suleja, Gurara, and Chaf Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Niger State. I rise to second this very essential motion. Mr. Speaker, I so second. Thank you.
Sir, you have Zainab Gimba before you, sir.
It's your fault, Orubujaha. You are not doing your job well.
Sorry, sir. You know, you want to see Zainab Gimba, so I see her
but
indirectly representing her.
If she's around, please, I will want to see her now, please.
So, Robo Zainab Gimba, you have to come in person. You approach the chair.
Thank you. Did we take a seconder? Solejam. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Power for further legislative actions. The 15th order of the day is consideration of two bills standing in the name of Honorable Julius Ihovere, House Leader. Honorable Julius is hereby required to move for their consideration.
Mr. Speaker, I'm Professor Julius Ihovere, on one federal constituency, Edo State. I rise to move that a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act 2021 as amended to make provisions for establishment of Federal College of Agricultural Technology of Bialu Ojapo, Benue State, to contribute to the development of Nigeria through training of qualitative manpower in agriculture by adequate exposure to sound theoretical background, practical farm and field demonstration, and for related matters, SB 212. And a bill for an act to amend the Federal Universities of Agriculture Act, CAP F22, laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2024, and establish Federal University of Agriculture, Kaba, Kogi State, and for related matters, HB 1520, be considered by the Committee of the Whole. I so move.
Yes, Minority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My honorable colleague, I rise to second the motion moved by our leader to consider a bill, SB 212 and HB 1520 to be considered. Sir.
Acting Whip.
Thank you.
You should whip yourself.
I think Minority Whip have the capacity to whip the acting whip.
I think
even the Majority Whip.
My apologies.
Thank you. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Leader of the House, can you move that the House resolve to the Committee of the Whole to consider? Sorry.
Honorable Billy Famous Asawaro.
Sorry, we have
Honorable Billy Famous
Asawaro.
Asawaro. Kindly sit down, please.
Sorry, the 16th order of the day is consideration of two reports of the Committee on Health Institutions. Honorable Gomna Magaji will move for their consideration.
Honorable Galambi, come back. We are about to conclude.
Honorable
Honorable Galambi
Gomna
from Jigawa State.
Doctor, are you the one to represent on his behalf?
Yes, Your Excellency.
Please go ahead.
Honorable Speaker, I am Dr. Adeshola S. Adedayo. I represent the good people of Apapa. I am from the state of excellence, the state of aquatic splendor, the fifth largest economy in Africa, the cosmopolitan and liberal state. I seek the indulgence of the chairman, the speaker, and my honorable colleagues for the House to consider two reports. The first one is that the House consider the report
Honorable Aminu, you have been promoted to sit along with the leader of the Northern Caucus to tap inspiration. Please, can you move your seat there? Carried? Thank you very much. Please continue.
Mr. Speaker, sir, it's House Bill 962, and I seek for the permission to present the report. Yes, sir.
Any seconder, please. Yes, Honorable Tunji.
Thank you, my able speaker. My name is Abdurrahim Tunji Olawi. I represent the highly industrious people of Igbomina Ekiti. I'm from Kwara State. I rise to support the motion ably moved by Amos Magaji to consider these two important reports. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Leader, can you move that the House resolve to the Committee of the Whole to consider these bills?
Honorable Mark Esset, Honorable Usaini Jallo, and Honorable Ajilo from Kaduna.
Thank you. Those from Kaduna should stay here. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that the House will resolve into Committee of the Whole to consider the reports aligned earlier. I so move. Thank you.
The Minority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my very respected honorable colleague. I rise to second the motion moved by the House Leader that the House do resolve into Committee of the Whole to consider the report. I so move, Mr. Speaker. So second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. House has hereby resolved to the Committee of the Whole.
Honorable Galambi, reports are about to be considered. Please come back. Honorable Galambi from Jigawa.
Honorable colleagues, good to see you again. After the holidays, I've not been able to have an interaction with most of you. Good to have you back. We have a few minutes to stay here and we'll be done.
Honorable members, order for reports consideration.
Honorable colleagues, the 16th order of the day is consideration of two reports.
Order. Consideration of report, please.
The first bill to be considered is for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act 2021 as amended to make provisions for establishment of Federal College of Agriculture, Rural Technology, Opialu, Ojapo, Benue State, to contribute to the development of Nigeria through training of qualitative manpower in agriculture by adequate exposure to sound theoretical background, practical farm and field demonstration, and for related matters. I invite Honorable Julius Ihonvere, the leader of the House, to give the synopsis of the bill.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I'm Professor Julius Ihonvere, Owan Federal Constituency, Odo State. Mr. Chairman, this is very straightforward. We have several colleges or agricultural research centers like this in the country. But what is unique here is that this school is dedicating itself to the production of qualitative manpower and through adequate exposure to sound theoretical background and practical farm and field demonstration. And they're amending the main act to include this in the list. So I think we should give it a go. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Honorable colleagues, the question is that clauses 1 to 3.
Honorable Ibrahim Bukar, kindly sit down.
The long title of
Honorable
the bill.
Ibrahim Bukar, Honorable Jafar Magaji from Mubi, Adamawa State, kindly sit down.
Honorable colleagues.
Honorable Amobi Oga from Abia, kindly sit down. Honorable Eze Nwachuku Eze, kindly sit down.
Honorable colleagues, the question is as clauses 1 to 3, the schedule and the long title of the bill be made part of this bill. Clause 1, clause 2, clause 3, the schedule, the long title. Most distinguished colleagues, the second bill to be considered is for an act to amend the Federal University of Agriculture Act, Cap F22, Laws of Federation of Nigeria 2024, and establish Federal University of Agriculture, Kabak, Kogi State, and for related matters. Again, I invite the Leader of the House to give us 1 minute synopsis of the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This bill wants to establish, dedicated to establish a Federal University of Agriculture, not universities. Basically amending the main act, and the goals are clear as enunciated in the principal act. I think we should support this. It is well needed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable colleagues, the question is that clauses 1 to 3, the schedule, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill be made part of this bill. Clause 1, Clause 2, Clause 3, the schedule, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill.
Honorable Mokhtar Tarauni and Honorable Ambarura, Deputy Chairman, House Rules and Business, kindly sit down.
Most distinguished colleagues, the first report to be considered is that of the Committee on Health Institutions on a report on a bill for an act to amend the University Teaching Hospital Reconstitution of Board ETC Act, Cap U15, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and for related matters. I invite Honorable Amos, ably represented by Doctor, to give us the synopsis of the bill. Synopsis of the bill, just 1 minute, Doctor.
Honorable Hussaini, kindly sit down, please.
The chairman, sir, and honorable colleagues, I do not want to bore you with a long list of reasons why we need more health institutions in our country. We all know the importance of health, and we know that health is one of those areas that require a large number of human resources. And we don't have enough hospitals in all our areas, and our people are suffering as a result of lack of adequate number of institutions to take care of the large population of our country. I'm convinced that we cannot even have enough, because more should actually come up because of the need to make sure that we spread the health services around the nooks and crannies of the country. And I'm sure my colleagues will agree with me that this is one of the bills that will promote the provision of health, which is one of the principal things that any government can give to its citizens. Therefore, I urge you to accept this report and accelerate it so that these things can become a reality.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman, sir.
Thank you. Honorable colleagues, the question is that clauses 1 to 3, schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title be made part of this bill.
Honorable Chiro Magabasawa, kindly sit down, please. Chiro Magabasawa, Kelechi, Honorable Kelechi.
Clause 1, Clause 2, Clause 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, the long title of the bill. The last report to be considered today is that of the Committee of the Health, again on a bill for an act to amend the Federal Medical Center and establish Federal Medical Center Kwale, Delta State, and for related matters. I invite Honorable Amos, represented by Doctor again, to give us 1 minute synopsis of the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, again. I don't want to belabor the points again, but the thing is that we need more of the institutions, as I've earlier said, and therefore getting a Federal Medical Center in Kwale is so important, and it will go a long way to help our citizens. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Honorable colleagues, the question is that clauses 1 to 3, schedules, a planetary memorandum, and the long title of the bill be made part of the bill. Clause 1, Clause 2, Clause 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, the long title of the bill. Most distinguished colleagues, I now invite the Leader of the House to move that the House do revert to plenary to consider reports from the Committee of the Whole.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I rise to move that the House do resolve to plenary so the chairman can give us a report. I so move.
Minority Leader, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I rise to second the motion moved by our leader that the House do revert to plenary to consider the report. Thank you.
Thank you. Those in support of this motion, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The House hereby revert to plenary.
Honorable Bob, take your seat. Take your seat.
Most respected colleagues.
Honorable Bob, kindly take your seat. Honorable Mukhtar Tarauni, kindly take your seat. Honorable Tijani Kayode Kwara, kindly take your seat.
Most distinguished colleagues, the House in Committee of the Whole considered a report on the bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act 2021 as amended to make provision for establishment of Federal College of Agricultural Technology, or PIALO or JAPO, Benue State, to contribute to the development of Nigeria through training of qualitative manpower in agriculture by adequate exposure to sound theoretical background, practical farm and field demonstration, and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 3, the schedules and the long title of the bill. Most distinguished colleagues, the House in Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to amend the Federal University of Agriculture Act Cap F22, laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2024, and establish Federal University of Agriculture Akaba, Kogi State, and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. My respected colleagues, the House in Committee of the Whole considered the report of the Committee on Health Institution on a bill for an act to amend the University Teaching Hospital, Reconstitution of Board, ETC Act Cap U15, Laws of Federation of Nigeria 2004, and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. Most distinguished colleagues, the House and Committee of the Whole consider the report of the Committee on Health Institution on a bill for an act to amend the Federal Medical Centers and establish Federal Medical Center Kwale, Delta State, and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, the explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. Leader, please do move that the House adopt the report of the Committee of the Whole as a working instrument of the Parliament.
Honorable Bob, kindly stop disturbing Chairman House Committee on Defense. Kindly stop.
Except if there is any security matter.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to move that the House do adopt the reports from the Committee of the Whole as working instruments of Parliament. I so move.
Thank you, Leader. Minority Leader, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to second the motion moved by the House Leader that the House do adopt what has been brought from the Committee of the Whole. I do second.
Thank you very much. The motion for the adoption of the report from the Committee of the Whole has been moved and ably seconded. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The House hereby adopt the Committee of the Whole's report as a working instrument of the Parliament. Most distinguished colleagues, I now invite the Leader to move that the House do adjourn sitting till tomorrow, same time, same place. And let me also thank you for waiting till now. I really appreciate your patience.
Thank you very much.
Go ahead, Leader. Move for the adjournment, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I rise to move that the House do adjourn the plenary to tomorrow, same time, same venue, and to allow me to also commend Honorable Jaha for being very effective and efficient in the performance of the duties of the Chief Whip. Thank you, Mr.
Before I call for the seconding of this motion for adjournment, let me also appreciate my good friend Ahmed Jaha for doing a wonderful job today in keeping the House alive and making everybody attentive. If you don't want to fall under the wrath of Ahmed Jaha, you have to sit down. Thank you, Jaha. You did a good job today. Oh, Benson, I heard him before he spoke. Please, may you second.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleague. I rise to second the motion moved by our leader that the House do adjourn to tomorrow, same time, same venue, and also to appreciate the Speaker for acknowledging that the members have been working very hard. We will be checking our mails in case if there's any communication. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. I heard Honorable Jimmy when he spoke with his sign language, so I'll ask you to take charge after the sitting. You know what to do.
Honorable Paul Gawan, kindly sit down before the closure, please.
The motion for adjournment has been moved and this motion has been seconded. The House is very lively today. We wish like continuing, but we can't because we need to go back to our committee level and do some work for the country so as to reconvene tomorrow. So I ask the question, those in support of this motion that we do adjourn tomorrow, same time, same place, say aye. Those against, say nay. Let me ask again. Those in support that we go to committee and work and come back tomorrow, say aye. Those against, say nay. The eyes have it, the nays will stay here. Yeah, that is hereby adjourned.
Thank you, Jaya. Please, may you never be a chief whip again.